We're back. Superhero static shock. that's where my brain is. Okay. Cool. So anyway, very, very, very dangerous electric-y things are happening, and now I'm just gonna run around in this and just rolling it. Let's try licking metal surfaces. What could go wrong? No spikes, no spikes, no spikes, no spikes. Okay. Oh! Ah, help. Hello. This is the rail system we saw earlier. Yeah, that's just rust, I guess. That's just pollution. That's just the area degrading. That's rough. So this is cool and interesting, and I want to see where it goes, but let's ignore that for now. I'm curious about where the rail goes, but I'm also curious about everything else I've seen so far. Hello? Acid holding vat full. On. Off. I don't know if I probably shouldn't be like flippantly turning it on and off when it's the thing that holds the acid, but it's just there and I'm gonna finick with things. I'm a menace. Did not see that control the first time I came by. There's like a big gate here. Concatenated power 1 of 3. It's blinking one of the powers that I don't think I have. So if I connect that to that, then that power would reach that side. This is not powered. What I'd like to confirm is that I think this means that the thing that's going underground is not powered. I believe this leads to that. That's worth checking because it's one of the things I wanted to check in on. Oh, but it's up. It's up now. Why is it up now if power is bad? Power is bad, but this is up. Why is this up? Controls still don't work, but it came up. Why did it come up? Is it kinda powered? Like, what are the... Oop, got stuck. What does that mean? What does that mean, game? Juleston sulfur pools. Oh, I was right about that part, I guess. Responsibilities of keepers. Inspect metal and concrete for damage. Repair if necessary. Inspect water pipes for damage. Repair if necessary. Monitor pool temperature. Correct any deviation. Monitor pool acidity. Correct any deviation. Monitor atmosphere quality. Don external oxygen, bulwark kit, or evacuate appropriate to deviation. Because it could be a danger to you. Monitor crystalline deposits in pools. Don bulwark kit to remove crystalline deposits when necessary. Inform other keepers, whelp, in the realm of any deviation. Inquire from other keepers in the realm of any deviation. Confirm with mining and reservoir keepers that sulfur and water supplies are well stocked and of expected quality. Confirm with battery keepers, after any variations or alteration, that electrical voltage is within acceptable ranges. Well, I fixed that part. But it's basically, it's maintenance and stuff, inspection. Or, you thought we were playing a Myst game, but we're actually playing Infra. Here's where I'll take the credit that I'm also one of the few people that has a full playthrough of Infra on YouTube, which is a very interesting game about you going through the basically doing what we're doing right now, going through like the infrastructure of a city and solving a series of puzzles that involve you kind of maintaining and understanding the environment and what's going on with each area and what's wrong with each area. while kind of, if I remember correctly, kind of uncovering a bit of a conspiracy about why the infrastructure is so fucked up in this town. It's a game that seems like the most boring thing in the world, and yet it's a cool, weird, environmental, puzzly, witnessy thing. Okay. So there's less here than I thought there was, actually. Because I kind of looked at this from a distance. I just kind of saw that building, and I saw that gate, probably, and some of these lights, and just thought this was like a facility that I was going to walk into. But it's actually like not even a building here. I kind of had like an optical illusion where I thought it was like extending towards me more than it was. Kind of just do have this to deal with. Arch. Look at that weird gear go. Would you look at this beautiful environment we're slowly ruining? Oh, speaking of Riven. Oh, that's the arch. That makes sense. Well, hello. Much akin to last time with the green area, like, that kind of may have been like the one local puzzle you kind of do, and then that unlocks the whole extra area. Definitely just wondering if and when you might get new powers. Not if, I guess, but if I'm in the level that they might be in. That loudspeaker does not extend to here in the same way. I wouldn't have even known that it was playing if it wasn't for the subtitles. Why does this rise up to here? A conspicuously lit pipe. This room is actual chaos. Can we go down? Because up is obvious. Don't want to get surprised. If I ever get to open and close a door, I gotta watch out for the tradition of there being a secret opening blocked by the door. Go through a door, close it behind you, check the wall from where you closed it behind you to see if it was itself blocking a whole side passage when it was open. They like to have doors that secretly attach to 3 rooms. Oh, those are ropes. They're like little intricate rope charms all over the walls. Tons of them. And candles. So this place is in particular set up to have like cultural significance. And they love abs. Hello. Yeah, once again, solve the big major puzzle, then get a bathysphere that probably takes me back home. See if I can get anything first. Is this going to be the upgrade? Sure seems like it. Oh. Socket to me. Concatenated socketing. Your adjunct is now directly connected, can now directly connect from one socket to another socket. Now find a way to tether all 3 sockets to 3. This one? No, it's not a socket. Oh, that? I guess I start up here. Can't turn? What's going on? There we go. Oop. There we go. Am I gonna have like a range up so I can access the other thing? Like at the gate. Because I didn't seem to be able to access the ones that were upstairs. Maybe once you've attached the first one you can? Don't really want to ride the thing back. Hello. Oh, we're just gonna keep going. Okay. A conveyance pod. Destination added, Juleston Arch awaiting embrace. Okay, well at least I added a new destination to it, apparently. I don't seem to be able to open it. Maybe because you have to connect somewhere, or maybe I just have to finish the local thing first. Because we can clearly keep going. Oh, it's eerie in here. Hello. What did I do? Okay, so you can see the rusty sulfur geyser spot where we did the power. That's kind of hidden behind the island. There's the big central thing I was at. At the time, I noticed that the arch seemed to be overlooking that thing in the water. Maybe we'll like mount it now? Get it mounted? We're way the hell over here now. Spire is raising. Oh. Yup. It's occurring to me now that she said she was going to help me figure out my job, and she really hasn't been. I have not heard from her in a long time. Am I connected to this? And that seems to only power the shutters. And they don't work again afterwards. Yeah, it's just up now. I guess now I can go teleport back to the previous part of this chapter and try to interact with it again. The level of like ritualistic setup for this thing's interesting. What's going on with all this stuff? Yeah, now this works. Swan, yeah. So this time, instead of heading back to the Swan, we're gonna go back to the first checkpoint of the same level. So I think this time we can do more. And maybe we'll also be able to do more at the other location if I go back to it, but I was kind of at a loss of what I was supposed to do next there. The idea of connecting a circuit that's not complete was not really the problem that I seem to be facing. It's big. Still not connected to that part. I'm not sure what to make of the part that's not connected, because it doesn't feel like it matters, given everything else. The platform is gone. I can no longer traverse it from the middle. Well, let's double check. Was there anything to do on this side? What I find interesting is that the previous level made me think of Channelwood a bit because of the woods, maybe. Or it was just the greenness. But this one in particular, and I'm now thinking of the Mechanical Age. With all the... Which I think I think in the remake it's covered in basalt columns now. And by think, I mean I tweeted a picture of it, and then the art director or 3D modeler or level designer, I think, or something, then said my past sins come back to haunt me and followed me on Twitter. That was weird. I wonder if he still follows me after all of the gay furry art for like a year. If he's put up with that. Loop all the way back around, because I need to go from the outside. Don't seem to be interactions on this part.
We are keepers.
We are keepers. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Now it's down again. Okay, I might be getting turned around, or I might not be able to access where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to get to that gate and connect the other side of it to there. Seems important. I might have just missed the spot. Maybe I could have just kept going along the shore when I was there. Or maybe it is time to hop back to the other world. Gotta figure out how concatenate even helps. Yeah, I can't go over there. Maybe this did connect to it, though? Or does this only go down to the power? I thought it would just go down to power. Oh, but there was a lift. Yeah, this ramp goes down to power, but this lift... will give me access upstairs. It would potentially be interesting to spot whether or not, like, all the different chunks of this area are, like... battery pool in transit. Whether or not the different chunks of this area are, like... soft reboot, like, in tone of the previous areas. No particular demand for it, though. It'd be kind of redundant. They did literally just remake Myst again. That was a sound. Like 3 big notes. Yes, I'm not gonna be able to access this gate, I guess, until this is all connected, but I can't go that far. So unless I'm missing something, I just can't do it. We might be done in this age, because I actually don't think I see a single other, I don't think I see a single other interactive thing anywhere. I also don't think that I need to change like the voltage or anything. This is like one of the only thing around. I just am not given any, doesn't do anything so far. Acid goes up into that building. And I think I only access that building after I can open this gate. So I won't really know what I'm going for there until then. Someone, unfortunately, I think I do need to run all the way back now, basically. Since I'm here, I'll double check this area. I don't expect anything here. I mean, we're all green lights, and I matched the number, so we're probably done with this, and we probably don't need to reconfigure the power until I find some other note that suggests a new number, if that even happens. But for right now, the power should not be the problem should not be the power calibration. It should be the simple fact that it's not connected at the gate. And unless I'm missing something about the controls, I don't think I can connect it currently. Which means I've had power for 5 minutes and it already doesn't work. But we were told what the powers were at the beginning of the game in the manual. One of them was concatenate. And I think one of them had the description that said, like, it lets you throw twice as far or something. Which at the time, or jump twice as far or something like that. Which at the time was a confusing thing to read without context. But now hitting this specific context, it's like, okay, it's just a range upgrade. So certain things that are out of range will just suddenly be in range later. Which is a little, as far as powers go, is a little boring. But as far as Metroidvania mechanic style things work, like it definitely works in that it'll unlock a bunch of stuff that isn't currently accessible. Loading time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play yet. Pretty lights. Would make me feel unsafe. IRL. trying to think about what my options are and what I can do now. Let's review. I don't think there were sockets in this entire level. Having checked both of the other areas, it's somewhat into... You can see inside of it. Was that like that originally? I don't think it was. Because I ran right up here. I thought it was just a normal seam. Is this thing going to get progressively more unstable as I proceed? I don't know. I feel like that opening would have stood out to me originally if it was there. So my first gut reaction was kind of to go back to the vault. But it does make a kind of intuitive sense to go back to the original level, Curie Vale, and see if I can now do something there. Curie Vale Bluff, that's what this place was called. Wondering about the references here. St. Andrew, Curie. I feel like a Google search for St. Andrew might quickly give me an answer about them being a figure that I potentially would know about. Curie was a female scientist. That seems like a direct, intentional callback. Though that would potentially depend on whether or not this exists on that planet with that history. Is it gonna... Oops. No, did I just... did I send us back? I was trying to use the controls. It didn't do anything for so long that I thought maybe I was supposed to tell it how to open, but I think I just sent us back to the Swan. Damn it. Can I not go back to Curie Vale? Or is it... It just accidentally sent us back here. Welp. Was that a bug? Was that a bug or intended gameplay? All I know is the windows stopped freaking out, but the door did not open. Be a little more careful this time and try not to accidentally activate it on the wrong setting and send us back. Okay, now it went. That might have been a bug. I swear I waited much longer than normal, so I started getting fidgety and confused. Was I always able to reach that from here? Maybe I was. Whoops. Anyway. Probably could have done more here at the time. Door closed. Get that ice cube out of the way. Don't know what I'm gonna do with the ice cube, but it's the thing to interact with here, so I'm gonna try to bring it over. Yeah, we did see it that time though, so the bridge does automatically collapse as the ice approaches. But I do know that I can move this one myself. Oh, I can go on top of this one. Oh, that's important. That's what's happening here. But that do be causing a problem. Can I control the... I can't control the actual crane part. Hello. Can I get rid of the ice? It's in my way. That does not look low enough. Maybe if you get like right to that spot, you can lower it. I don't think it's letting me get rid of the ice. There's not like a drop button. That door is just locked with no mechanics around it. Beeping. There we go. I can... No. As far as we're getting there. It might be low enough? Please? Here we go. Can I go? Nope. Don't think so. Are we okay? Is there like a ladder on this structure to let me go down? God, what are we hoping to do? I really can't raise and lower. What do you want from me? I guess I'll just like slightly raise the ice. Oh. Missed this. Ah. That's important. Okay. You're dead to me, Ice Crane. Unless. Okay, I can't reach that. Ruh-roh. Can't reach that. Oh, there's this at least. There's not a control on this side. There's one over there, but not over here, and I can't reach this unless I'm able to walk like onto the bridge that I raise on this side, which I cannot. Uh-oh. That's probably going to require, like, the to launch twice as far kind of mechanic. The question here being, why is my device incomplete if I'm supposed to use it to do my job? Y'all. Why is it like that, y'all? Why would you do this to me? Okay, this is important because this means I can now go all the way back to here and I can pilot it from there, even if I can't see it. That shouldn't be that hard to just raise it and go forward. In fact, that's partly why I can see what I can here. That we get a diagram of the local area so I can see what's up. And now it's going over the ledge. Upper chute closed. I think we're currently there-ish, but it doesn't work. I think we have to activate the thing locally. But I can't do it from here. And down there it's blocked. And this doesn't reach. If I can't get in, I'm kind of wondering if I'm supposed to once again use the ice block as a platform. Which I should be able to position correctly, because they give me that little ledge 2D image. Every time I interact with this, I'm always a little worried that it'll be just out of the acceptable range. There's got to be like an allowance range of like what you're able to walk on, like how the character treats the ledges, potentially, or it when you're not looking, maybe it just realigns itself correctly if you're like within a certain range. Am I good? I'm good. See, here's what I think about. I'm like, how good is good in those situations? Alright, well now I'm over here. I'm all revved up and ready to go. Okay. Safety vigilance. Make use of appropriate equipage. Before descending on ice block. Oh, I'm specifically expected to descend on the ice block? So the ice block was always intended to be a platform? OSHA would not approve of anything here. Build a ladder, y'all. What the fuck? Okay, so it is in position. I can stand on it if I want to. That opens the chute. Is there anything to do up here before I leave? Let's look for my equipage. I should don proper equipage after all. Okay, so this is just one control. Because if they put a control on both sides, then I'd be able to do what I did earlier and just shoot across the gap. This goes somewhere. Do I do this, or do I don my equipage? Just gonna save, just in case I can die. You know. Upper chute open, lower chute closed. Where is additional chute? Do I look down? Oh, I guess that's the thing that's closed. Well, what do I do about that? There another control? What's going on over here? I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll just go take the rail. Yeah, I don't see more controls. We do have the checkpoint behind us that I can just go back to. Oh, this one has a better... Nope, it still has the big gear. I was about to say it has a better view. It kind of does. Hello. I'm here now. There's a marked path down there. Oh, there's the local tower I'm gonna raise, I guess, to point up at this arch, like we did before. There's posted signs down there. The red lights would be to like signpost the safe path through the blizzard. I've played a We Were Here before. But yeah, you'll notice that I make extra attention to, like, I try to see if there's like a secret, like, double elevator, or if the elevator secretly goes in an extra direction further than you would think. Combination of Myst and Dark Souls induced suspicion of what the puzzle might be and what they might be hiding from me. Because I don't want to miss a thing. That's not the cadence of that song. Tried to reference Aerosmith's Don't Want to Miss a Thing, but instead I went for Nirvana's No, I Don't Have a Gun. Once again, just a huge area. Been a while since I read anything. I kind of want to read someone's journal again. I just like getting those glimpses into people's lives. To break up the slow machinery moving. Look at that camera angle. Framing the sun. That? Like an assembly line? Or a factory? My first reflex was to think it's a path, but no, it looks like a bunch of things on a track. In fact, it specifically looks like someone's Factorio base to an extent. Does this gate open? Yep, this one works. No obstacle this time. What's over here? Not yet, but later. That's a shortcut. And this is just a cliff. Oh, it's an ice quarry. I guess that makes sense, yeah, because we were carrying the cubes. The implication is more that this is where the cubes are from, though, wouldn't it be? They cut up the cubes and they take them to the chute. Then they pick them up and carry them up that I mean, that's not what chutes usually are. You drop things down chutes normally. The implication feels like you're supposed to... Just because it's closer to here, it feels like they were making the ice blocks, then retrieving them and then taking them elsewhere. Because they were, but then they were just all being dropped off a cliff. It looked like there's just like 6 of them on their own. I don't know why they were taking ice there, unless that was just a separate ice quarry for separate reasons. Hello, blue. Ah.
We are the keepers.
Blue-orange contrast. A whole lot of it, wow. This used to be everywhere. It was so much. Curryvale Ice Factory has been added to the conveyance pod. Oop. I walked right under that. Granted, not sure what I'm looking at. Just briefly got worried it was an important piece of machinery that I was skipping on. What are these? Are they double-sided or are they... Oh, these aren't being transported. These are the cups that the stuff being mined would be carried in. It's carried in the top half and the bottom half would go in the opposite direction. Because it's just what the whole conveyor is covered in. As it flips over, it dumps everything. I was trying to find purpose in the device itself, like the thing that was being moved. Oh. Got stuck up there. At first glance, I was trying to figure out what the purpose of the actual objects were, like they were a device or a resource. They're just containers. Don't think we're going to be able to climb a quarry. This is locked. This feels like it's blocking my path in that I might be able to move it later. Melt it or something. Conspicuously looks like there's something behind it. Outdoor path. Right, this is just where I came from. My bad. I looped around, and then it felt like a new direction. No, I just went in here and then came out over there, and then ran around for a while. Maintain the firmament. There ain't no walkway here. I used to go up there. Stairs. Where'd the rubble go? That suggests that when it collapsed, there were still people around to clear it. But then they didn't quite repair it. We care for the world. We care for the equipment. We care for one another. We keep things maintained. We keep things clean. We keep things organized. We keep things as they are. We measure our surroundings. We maintain our purpose. We fulfill our task. We keep things as they should be kept. The top line I couldn't read. Bottom top line. We care for the task. Definitely an emphasis on unity and a de-emphasis on individualism. There was some sense that the woman the woman who woke us up, or was there when we woke up, was disillusioned in all this. Well, the question is whether or not that's because of a flaw in the cause itself and this approach to it, or if it has more to do with the fact that they've been alone, presumably for years, or maybe forever. Because that seems to be its own issue that's come up, and it doesn't seem to be inherent to the cause and their thought process, because they did have people. They have rules about interacting with each other and so on, which doesn't make sense if there's only one keeper at any given time.
We work.
There's something up there, but I can't reach it, or even see a spot to interact with. I can't really see a spot to interact with anything at all. But I think we kind of need to head back. That has a connector in it, but I can't get up there. It's another place we're obviously far from done with, but I just can't find anything I can reach. That's a dead catwalk. This just goes over. That led to a dead end up there. There wasn't a power? I don't think so. So we're probably going back to the green level now. I don't see what else to do. Kind of wish I could teleport between them directly. But oh well. I think we have 2 different waypoints available per chapter now. Just need to figure out what we're missing now. I've taken my approach as intended to poke at each one. I want to look at the weird rift now, because I've done even more. So has it opened more? Not necessarily. I'm not sure if I'm imagining the change or not. St. Andrew. They gave it a green door. This is probably what I mean. The conservatory, yeah. So we're gonna head back to the first world I hit my dead end in, and we're gonna see if I can figure out what to do next. This is admittedly where I get a little nervous, because I've exhausted all of my threads, and I do not immediately have an idea of where to go next. Hopefully I spot something I can do now. And we're back. Yeah, this is just the airlock thing. I think I get it, though. This was my mistake. I was trying to get over there, but that's not really the point, is it? I need to ride these. I'm not really sure why that didn't occur to me sooner. But I need to just go up and down with them. The question is what my goal is, I guess. Nice big meaty platform. I guess my goal is to get to the bottom floor to ride that up to then get over there. Because I verified that none of the platforms near the top of that row could attach to that. Wow. The way that just redirects at the last second. I get nervous about these kinds of puzzles just because they have a lot of moving parts. So they have the possibility of becoming very frustrating depending on how they're designed. Where is my intended exit? I guess I'm maybe not done yet. Once you go far enough, the tether just breaks regardless. Lower. Oh my goodness. We can rotate all of them. Well, golly gee, that sure changes things. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I'm looking at the bottom of the chute, and it is not connected. Yep. So, reassessment. There's no exit here, so when you take this elevator, it goes somewhere downstairs, but not here. So now, this changes everything. I need to rotate it so that one of those two up top that can line up with that platform are facing in the correct direction to let me escape. And then we gotta go up and down a whole lot till I can finally make it there. But that's gonna be a problem for next episode. That might take a while.